Hey gang, welcome to Film Director Reacts, and by the title you see I'm reacting to Dreamcatcher's Scream. Now I already reacted to this, but because of copyright claims I'm re-reacting to this. But the first time I did this was my very first reaction video, and I just talked all the way through it. I just let the video run and talked over it, and all you guys were like, please stop and let's talk about the stuff a little bit more. So actually this will be the first time in this format where we actually stop and dissect the music video that I've ever done this. And a lot of you guys told me that they're coming back with a comeback on the 17th of this month. I actually had no idea. So thank you very, very much. So let's do this as sort of a precursor to the comeback. And you know, I always like watching my girlfriends. I always appreciate that they do such great music for me, specifically. Anyways, ridiculous. So let's check out, again, Dreamcatcher's Scream. I love the song, and action. Green screen. Immediately, guys, I love when you edit to the music like that, and you notice they did a little bit of a, there was a little of that effect, that glitchy effect with that went right with the guitar hits. Super good. I don't know if this is probably real, the stuff that's floating in the air right there. I always love stuff in the air, kind of like Ridley Scott. Super beautiful. Yeah, U2GU, I meant that. So this stuff looks great, and so do you, Yuhyun. Again, more stuff in the air like this for Sua. Good job, Sua. You know what I appreciate is Sua has a really good voice, and they're letting her actually sing more, which is fantastic because she really deserves it. This group, powerful vocals, all really pretty, super talented. This group, this is the group. I think it really should show you something, that this is a small company, and like these girls are so talented, and they're not even at a big company. It's amazing. I love that line. Xion and her amazing supported voice. I really like that Gayeon is getting to rap a little bit more, and she's getting some more lines. I think she's getting more popular. You know, you see she has more vlogs and stuff. She's kind of creeping up there in popularity, which, you know, makes sense. She's awful cute. This is a bird's eye shot. And they're kind of pulsing the camera right there. Oops. I love this particular shot of Yuhyun, and you have to do this so that it kind of matches her, because she kind of takes a step and she kind of moves her shoulders a little bit. Like, it kind of shows, for one, she kind of has that kind of swag while she's singing, but they take the camera, she's in one end of the camera and they move to the other end. Check it out. Now she's on the other side. Great. What that kind of does, it makes her fill the whole frame at some point, like she commands the entire frame. It's a very strong shot. What I really like about this part too is Jiyu's part. She always does the cutesy, feminine, sweet parts, which kind of fits her right. So what they did is they stopped for a second. So they went from the fast cuts, and we just kept on her for a minute. So it's like fast, 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 slow down for a second and pull back a little bit. Again, shows context, running towards the tree. I have no idea what the tree means. Can anyone tell me what that tree means? This is what I love about this particular video, is that they waited to drop their load. That sounds terrible. I mean it not in a, you know, that way, but they waited to actually, like on the beat of when the chorus comes in, this is when they went for it. They went for the different color, all the dancers all at once, so it, bam, it hits you. So good. And you know, what's so cool is they actually went right to a silhouette like this instead of blasting them with light. Great creative choice. With this wide shot. And they're doing a lot of wide shots. So you can see everyone. So you go from like, you know, because a lot of times they were kind of like individual like this with Yuhyun. And then when you suddenly go to this big wide shot of everyone, great. Her hair is really different here than before though. And they're going back to the black and white. Now they used a little black and white earlier. I think it was when, like right there, can you kind of see in the little thumbnail? It was like the dun dun of the guitar, but now they're bringing it back. Just creating so much movement through camera angles. And if you notice that the push-ins and the movement's really fast, it didn't have to be fast when they filmed it, they just sped it up. And awesome that they're actually having a little section now that's black and white to really create a textural difference from all the color. Now, bam, this is black and white, which is a textural difference. This music video was really well done. One of their best videos I've seen by them. I really like, man, she has such good facial expressions here. Did she just wink there? Right there. Right there. That's so like her, huh? Okay, so one thing about Dami's rapping, we'll just talk about the rapping, and again, the use of black and white again, instead of just as a flash in there, it's actually used for another textural difference, which is great. I also love that they put her in this kind of dress here, which is so different. It's incredibly feminine, and yet she's giving this very aggressive rap. So with their designers and production design, through the roof. And that's the thing about Dami's rapping, I have to say, is her rap is very aggressive. It's very, very, very aggressive, which is awesome. I love you can hear her voice now. She's really getting a chance to sing a lot. Sue has a lot of support as well. And they just changed, they just changed the aspect ratio here. And that's so you can just see everybody. And there's space here on the side, so I guess they want to give you more of a sense of scale of this. Super good. And as far as choreography goes, when you have people in silhouette, having them do big movements like that with their arms so you can kind of see it better in silhouette is great. They also did that with Deja Vu. I feel like in their Deja Vu video, the choreography was made specifically for those big things that are hanging down from their arms because the movements that they're making really utilize that part of their costumes. See, because it's silhouette, doing those kind of movements really stands out. Oh, and stuff blowing up, that's probably in post-production. Or, if they're standing still, it could have been done reverse, like they could have dropped the stuff then did reverse, but I don't know. Nice little turn to the camera. It's like a shampoo commercial. Green screen. Again, that's a jib going up on GU. Here and then going up, and her eyes are following it. I like how she was here and she's following it up as she's singing. It really connects you with her. It's good. I love this part that Yuhyun does. That she's singing. These girls are so expressive. Let's do it together. Good bird's eye shot. I think this is all. I don't know if that's a real set in a studio. That's probably not. Man, I swear, these girls' facial expressions. She does this little. This song is so good. This bridge part, which is so sweet, and then they have Xi'an do this just really delicate part. Man, it's so good. They stay with her for a second, and she lifts her head, and they just kind of back up, and they do this textual thing where they go past her. Super good. Now they're zooming in on something there. I'm not sure. Typically speaking, like you're trying to get into something, like we're zooming past them to something. I'm not sure we're zooming into this thing. I'm not really sure why we're zooming past them. Pushing in. Green screen. Textual difference from the close-ups of them, like textual difference from like all of the group, and then one shots on them, which creates textual difference. One shot, group, one shot, group. So aggressive, so good. And they're really upping it again. Just the editing and the pushing in and the movement of the camera just creates this energy that goes with it. And they're cutting tooth and beat in the music. I like Suha walking away there in the background. And then, you know, they're even upping it more by adding these strobe lights in the background. So again, they're doing more and more to up it. And then, you know, so they're shaking the camera a little bit. So now we're going back to one shots on the girls. So it's like group shots, one shot. So you connect with them again. So what can I say about Dreamcatcher? Dreamcatcher is probably one of the most talented bands that I've watched. I mean, their voices are so good, and they're not just your traditional nice high-cued voices. They actually have some power. I remember talking about Xi'an and just like her breath support, lowering your larynx when you sing, diaphragmatic breathing to give you that power and have a clear open passageway. Because again, when you sing, you shouldn't feel your larynx go up and restrict your passageway. You need to train it to go down so there's an opening so it's not restricted and tight and you don't have a lot of laryngeal or tightness when you sing. So good. Suha is the same way. Strong singers. They have great choreography. Their choreographers are really, really, really good. This is why, like, I remember watching Blackpink's new video, and I love Blackpink, but I feel like with these groups that have such strong choreography coming out, I feel like Blackpink needs choreographers who can really utilize the girl's talent a little bit more, because when you have choreography like Dreamcatcher, who are amazing, you know, Dreamcatcher, Everglow, CLC, when you have these amazing good choreography, you really, Luna has great choreography. They need to up their game a little bit on the choreography, I think. These girls are incredibly talented, love them to death. They are one of my favorite groups. Good job, Dreamcatcher. I can't wait till their comeback comes out on the 17th. I guess we'll see what it's like. Super good, as always. So guys, for Dreamcatcher's Scream, it's a wrap.